everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. And at The Flower Patch I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for your home, things for your garden like wall baskets, hanging baskets, weddings, funeral tributes and much more. Right, today guys, before I start, thank you very much for still people sending in the wishes and the blessings towards my mum. It's very touching and heartwarming, and I also have spoken to my mum and informed her of all the well wishes, which she is very, very grateful. Right, today I thought I'm going to do a wreath. This is a 12-inch wreath, and I thought I want to do it in just purple. There may obviously be a bit of white in the purples, but I want to do just purple. So I've already prepared the bow, which are all the loops are 5 inches, apart from the one in the centre, which is 3. But I've got 2 deco web ribbons, one in a dark purple and one in a lighter purple. And then also I've got just this lovely ribbon in a lilac. So I've got it in I haven't got a lot of foliage out. I've been staring at it and looking and thinking, what could I use? Do I make it just minimal? Do I just have more floral than absolutely anything? If I do get any foliage out, I may get either the eucalyptus silver dollar, or I may get some darker shade of ficus. So, but at the moment, we'll go through what we've got. I have got a lighter shade of willow out. I've tried to prepare. Trust me, I've tried to prepare because we are, again, it's later on in the afternoon. I've spent a bit of time with one of my neighbours, and we've also taken Benji out. So I've got the lighter shade of our willow, and I've only got out 5 stems. I've also got out my lamb's ear. Now I kept thinking that would look lovely against, on the outer side as well, against the purples. So we've got that. I've also got out these with the fern in, that have got a purple little bud on as well. I thought, and a bit of their own foliage, I thought we could also incorporate those. So again, I've been trying to chop down before we start. I have got out some sea holly. Now I've cut these really far down. I've got the odd one where they are slightly longer, but I've only cut 4. Why haven't I cut 5? I work in for odds. Right, let me just snip one more off. I can't get over that, guys. I don't know why I don't just do it. Silly me. Come here. I can untangle it. Right, I've got 5 erygniums, or sea holly as you may know it by. So I have got those out as well. I've just cut off, a few bits of tarragon, just for that softness as well, just to give a little bit of a lilac-y pink shade to it. Just what's on the bow here. I want to incorporate a little bit of some of the things in. Now, I have got this hanging or trailing morning glory. Now this is in a cerise purple. That's the colour what it came and it's stated on the order. I am considering snipping bits off, guys, and just having them hanging down at the bottom. And may have a shorter piece coming up here, but I want majority, like 2 stems or so, hanging just down, straight down. I'm not having them curling around. Not that I can think of. I want to just see first. So I've got those out also. Now I have got out lavender. I've just cut numerous ones, a couple of bunches I've cut and got those ready also with their own foliage. And I have this sort of lavender on my garden where it's like this for the foliage. So I've got that. I've cut down some astilbe where it's dark purple and lilac combined, you know, with their own little bits of silk foliage. You know me, guys. I know you know what's coming. I have got my purple calla lilies out for the wispiness, guys. Again, my signature style, the wispiness. So we've got some of those. Now I've cut the bunch. There was only 4 on a bunch, so I've just cut them down. But I'm probably used 3. Who knows? Of these, I'm sure, I can't remember. These are in my box of. Oh, let's get it right, guys. Orchids. They're in my box of orchids. Now I can't remember if they said on the invoice that there's lilies of some sort. I'm not sure, but the one or the other. But we've got purple and lilac again, long stems where I'd like to use them, you know, maybe up here as well. Let me move this string out, what I was using earlier for the hanging basket. And real touch, guys, I have got my beautiful purple and white calla lilies, the natural size of what they would be in your garden, and they are so real to touch. So I have got those out also. These was a last of a bunch, so there's only 4 on here, but I thought, oh, I'll bring all 4 in, guys. I could put 1, 2, 3 and have one in the centre, with a few little wildflowers on, and, you know, with like a lilac-y pink colour. I thought we could incorporate those. And then I've also got some miniature purple roses with a lovely dark foliage. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Brown foliage. I thought, let's get those. So that's what we're going to use today, guys. I was trying to think of a name, what to call this design. Because I've started thinking, shall I start naming them? You know, for when you advertise them on your business page. So somebody then can say, oh, I'm interested in, I don't know, purple blush or wreath. So you know exactly what they're on about, instead of them saying that purple one and you're like, you've got 3, 4, 5 different purple ones, you know, so it's got a name to it. So I'm trying to think of some lovely names to go with them. So if you've any ideas, guys, send me a few ideas of what you would call this once we've finished it at the end. So first of all, I want to get in this, our Hanging Morning Glory. And again, I want to be bringing this under here, so it's just hanging down, just down from there. So that is what we're going to do. So we'll go right up here under the bow, let it hang freely. And I don't want too many of the long, I want different sizes, just to give it that, yeah, that could be a nice size. So if I try and get 3 like so to start with, and we'll do the same with the other 2. Bring them under our bow. Oops. And then I want one just above to make it quite full. To sit above the two long ones. I don't want them in step, you know, like a step ladder effect. I just want them in and on top. So it looks quite chunky and full. Just manipulate how you'd like it. You can manipulate your bows. I think that one's wrong way around. Like so. Just do it like that, so then that is just hanging freely down. So I'm going to get a small one and I'm going to place it just around here. And I'm going to place that one right there. And I'm also going to get another one what's slightly longer. And bring that just above. Yes, I find it hard to try and name things. So, again, if you have any ideas, oh, drop us a comment, guys. I don't want a long one because that will just, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, here we go. Let me just measure, because it is wired. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Why not? We don't want the rest of that, so we'll place that in the bucket. I'm going to, if it starts to flop, then I may have to cut it or just remove it or attach it so it stays in a position like, you know, like so. So I may have to get a floral wire just to attach it like so. So I think I'm going to have to do that, guys. So what I do is get just a floral wire and just go through my wreath, my grapevine wreath, from the front to the back. This is where that's one bit, and then just do what you would if you had got your bow at the back. Just twist. Let's see if, yeah, I think, oh, I'll leave the video, but wanted to go slightly there. Perhaps there. So let me just, before I get it in place, just move it again to a different position. Oh, I took Herman round to my friend's this morning. I didn't take him last night. She was too busy. I told her I'll take the flowers off because I know she didn't want the flowers, but then she wanted it. I told you guys. And now she's going to give me a duck out of her back garden, made out of tin, a duckling, and she wants me to do something with that one now. I knew she would. I knew it. She just said to me, oh, will you do something with the duck as well? Because I said, oh, well, I'll take the flowers off. She says, oh, no, leave them on, I like it. I said, but you didn't want artificial flowers. Oh, no, leave them on, I like it. You didn't tell me it was going to look like that. I said, Well, I said, you should know me. I'll make sure it looks good. So she just says, aren't you clever? So now she's given me a rusty old duck what's been on her garden, and she wants me to do something with that. It's only got standing like that and it's walking, so I've got to try something with that. I knew she'd have it, guys. Right, so let's get our willow. So doesn't that look pretty? Just that hanging down like that. Nothing, you know, not fastening it round or letting it go round, just letting it drop. And so here going up instead of going around with the shape of the vine. And again, because this is wired, you know, I've manipulated it to stay upright. And then we're going to bring some light colour in for this colour to bounce off. Let's see what it just looks like with the lamb's ear as well. I'm intrigued. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So, and I'm going to manipulate this. You can turn these around on the stem because some do face backwards, you know, wrong way. Well, to me, some are facing frontwards, some are facing backwards, and I like them all to face the same way. Because once you've got it on the wreath, you don't want to be seeing it, the back of some of them. That's just my personal opinion. Oops, wrong clippers. So we're going to bring that like so. Bring it up, meet up, bring some of that through, and again just slightly manipulate it so it's, you know, joining in with our morning glory. I love morning glory. I like the bell-shaped flowers. I want to also bring some here around the, you know, around the side here. I don't want it, you know, just on the top and bottom. So we need to bring it and another piece here. Sometimes if I can't turn like that one and I can't turn it around because it's really tight on it, I will pull it off and glue it back on in the position that I'd like it to sit, like so. See, that one's back to showing its other side to the way I'd like it, so twist it like so. And I'm going to bring that one like that. That one. This is one of those wreaths where it's got a lot of bits on, you know, like that showing. Sometimes I don't like to see it. I should have tidied it up before I started. see anything else. So that's that. So we've got 1, 2. So I want one down here. Now, do I place a long one on with it being really long here? Or do I place a smaller one? I'll place a smaller one on because I don't want to hide the morning glory. Oops. Oh, I broke that one off. So I'm just going to go under the morning glory that's hanging. Oops, a daisy. Like so. I can't get that out, it's snapped off inside. I'll save that in case I decide I want to bring some on the inner side, so we'll keep that there. Oh guys, I'm not a water drinker, but I was told to try this strawberry flavoured water. Oh my gosh, I had one sip of it, guys, and I was hooked. So I've gone and got some. It is lovely. Oh, I couldn't get enough. Right, I'm going to have some of these ferns on the outside as well, with a few of these purple buds. Just a few, not too many. I'm using the ferns for the foliage. Like so. So just blend in. Bring one down here. Under the ribbon again. Again, I'm not, you know, I may not use all of them. You know, I just got so many out and thought, let's use those. They're pretty. Put one here and then one down here. Oh guys, when I was taking Benji out this morning, there's a gentleman that brings his dog up our road where we live. Now, Benji's never had anything really to do with the gentleman. He's got a little tiny dog, what's super cute, you know, an old dog, but lovely. But Benji, guys, just doesn't like him. Just doesn't like the gentleman and doesn't like his dog. Even if Benji's on his garden, he goes crazy. We was out for a walk. I didn't see the gentleman, and Benji all of a sudden, nose up, head up, pulling, you know, on his lead. I think some people call it a leash, but pulling. And I kept saying, Benji, stop pulling. He don't usually pull, he's usually quite good. Couldn't understand why. And I spotted the guy. Oh my gosh, guys. When we went past him, or should I say, when we got closer, even my neighbour said, oh gosh, you watch this gentleman. He does it every time. If he knows your dog doesn't like him or his dog, he will purposely come up your way. He usually goes up our street, but he spotted us before we even got to our street and decided to come our way towards us. So Benji was going crazy. So the gentleman if he came up towards where we were, I had to pick Benji up. My neighbour was across the road because her dog was barking as well. I picked Benji up, and in my arms he was trying to get down. He was doing this and barking, trying to get to the ground, to go to this dog and this gentleman and perhaps bite. Well, Benji wouldn't bite, he's not that sort of a dog, but go for his dog, and oh my goodness, it was a nightmare. And I had to walk by at least a good 20 yards before I could put Benji down. He was going like, oh. And I told the gentleman who owns him, and he said, yeah, he don't like him. He just doesn't like this guy. And we can't figure out why. The gentleman's never done anything to him, to Benji, at all. I don't know what it could be, guys. Again, if you've got any suggestions why dogs do that, let me know. Because the owner, he says he doesn't understand why he doesn't like him, because the gentleman's never done anything to Benji. The dog's never done anything to Benji. So he cannot understand himself why he doesn't like him. But who knows? And he does it even when he walks up our street. Benji goes crazy when he's on his garden, when he can smell the scent of this gentleman and his dog. It's really weird. So I don't get it. I mean, I haven't got a dog, so I don't understand it. I'm just placing in our lambs here, as you can see. I'm just adding a bit of softness behind, and I'm going to bring that down. I've got a long piece that I'm going to bring down here, so I'll keep the length of that stem. So yes, it was quite an eventful walk. My neighbour's Thursdays is the day where she's got all day to take the dog for a walk. She'll go anywhere, and I mean, she does work, but she asked me where we want to go, and I said, oh, let's go here, and she kept asking, where does this lead, where we're going. I says, oh, doesn't matter, just follow me. An hour and a half later, we were still out walking. So yeah, she said I took her on a really long walk today. Usually it's about a half an hour to an hour walk, but today wasn't. So it was enjoyable. I'm going to bring that one just slightly under there. Bring this down slightly. Like so. I need, I think, one here. Fluff the bow up. Let's just have a look from this angle. Right, let's just fluff up some of our foliage to give it that volume. That's what I like to do. Bring that back slightly. So we don't need no more lambs here. We may not even use all of this, guys. Now, let's see what I'm gonna do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Have you come up with a name yet, guys? I can't think of one. My sister's good with thinking of names. I can't keep ringing her up and asking her. So I'm going to place this because it's long as well, like the Morning Glory. I will slightly put a bend on that, but not much of a bend. Again, I want the height. I want it big and tall, with it having these lovely long leaves as well. And I'm going to bring one. Do I do it there or there? I got, well, they're all the same size. Yeah, they're all the same size, so I don't know. Let's just twist it. So that's, I think it needs to go here, or just here actually. Yeah, just there. We'll push that up, bring that slightly down, let the leaves go in front, and then bend it. Just slightly bring it down. We don't want it sticking too far up. And again, I'm just fluffing up the foliage and mixing it in with it so it's got that volume. I think I need a Morning Glory out of the side. So I know I placed them back, but looking at it now from the front angle, I want a smaller Morning Glory. Just coming, maybe a couple coming out from the side. Oh guys, that's beautiful. Let me show you. Look, isn't that pretty? So that is going there. I knew it looked a bit bland. So where's the other? Bring that with it. So let's turn the flower head around. So I'll bring that with it. Again, because I like to work in threes, I may end up placing another one in. I just need that colour, that pop of that colour to be around. I bring it here. Yes, I think there. Let me just twist it. So I can just pop them through so we can see them. Oops, the daisy. Yes, like that. I don't think I'm going to use any more of these because with them being so long, and I don't need no more Morning Glory now. So that's fulfilled. Oh, I've got so much on here, guys. So I don't think I'm going to use the tarragon, if I'm being quite honest. Oh, I don't know. I say I don't know I may use it, and then I look and I try it. Oh, that's pretty. Let's have a look at the roses. You see now, because we've got those, we don't need the roses because these are dark and they're clashing. As you can see, they're virtually the similar colour or tone or shade. So they are going to clash. So you won't see these as much. So we'll place these back and we'll let the morning glory speak for us with the beautiful flowers. So we've got our astilbe, which I'm going to want to bring the odd one in on the ends. We've also got our wispiness, which we are definitely having. Definitely, guys. Oh, one centerpiece has fallen off. Oh, there. Let's just hold it so it doesn't fall. So we're definitely having that. Those in. So they're a must. So we'll keep those out. So they're a must. Now our lavender, I'm going to have some of those in. Let's look at our, oh, maybe. Now, do I, guys? What do you think, guys? Oh, don't they look pretty? But because we've got then I have to the erignium looks pretty. I'm bringing some near the end so I can see the effect it's going to have on the end. I know it'll look okay in the centre, but I try it at the ends as well, because sometimes I like to bring whatever we've got here around the end as well. So if it's not looking very good at the end, then it's a case of I won't place it in. Like these are looking quite like they don't fit. So then that would be where I'd have to put the astilbe in. So the astilbes are definite. I'm not sure about these now. So what I've got, so I may just leave it quite like that now. It's just, I may place the odd one of those in, guys, because I can't not. There's something about them. Because we've got the smaller calla lilies, I may want to incorporate the larger calla lilies with them. So we'll so we'll put those away. We'll keep those out there and maybe. So there and maybe. But the rest of it is a definite. So I've already, can you hear that noise? Can you hear that noise, guys? You don't know who it is, do you? Let me just move a few things. Get a few things moved. One moment, guys. Come on. Come on then. Be good. Be good for mummy. Yeah? Yeah? You're going to be good? Yes. Say hello to everyone. Yes. Be good. Yes. Be good for mummy. Come here, you've got something on your tootsie. There. Don't stand on here though. Right. I've only prepared 3 of them because I wasn't sure. So I don't know whether to either have one on the end and have these around the centre. Oh, they look nice around the centre. I think I'm going to place them around the centre, guys. And I'll show you. I'm going to place, I've got cat hair on my face now. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. So lift up, let's just make sure that's, yeah, that's it. So one, I may have to cut these a little bit shorter. Sorry about the noise, guys, it's still the workmen outside. Oh, I've got a cat hair in my nose. Yeah. I want to bring one here, like so, and then I want one here. Oh, we're really quiet when they've done, guys. Oh, that's Benji barking. So I've got like the triangle shape here around the side. So like that. Doesn't that look nice around the bow? So I don't want to place any more in because I don't want to take just that away from it. What's wrong? Oh, I bought this new cat food. Does any of your pets, first of all, guys, does any of your pets just stick to one brand of food? If you change it, oh, they will. I thought, oh, I'll try Marley with some of this different cat food. It looks chunkier meats in it because he has biscuits, dried biscuits, as well as meat. So I'm taking the plastic off, and so I thought I'm going to get him something different. So I have. The first day he thought, oh, this is new, I'll eat this. Second day, similar sort of reaction. Third day, don't want this. Fourth day, I'm not eating it. Fifth day, so on and so on, don't want it. Now he doesn't want it, doesn't like it. So I've had to go out and get the other brand that I used to have and put it in his dish. And Eve is the same. She didn't like it after a few days. They lick the jelly out and leave the meat. They don't like the meat. And then, so after that, I went and got the other brand that they had before, and they lapped it up. So guys, they know they won't touch the food that I've got left. My husband says just keep every now and again, fool them and place it in the dish one day and separate it from the others. So I may have to do that because it's not cheap, is it, Miles? Right, I'm placing in these calla lilies. I will fluff everything up for the wispiness around the edge. If you can hear that noise, guys, it's Benji, or that barking. I'm going to place one just under here as well and bring that slightly down so you can see them there. I think it won't move. He won't allow me to have a look. I need one there. So let's put this one. I'm watching you. I know you're naughty. Place that there, like so. And I think I definitely need one under the bow. Let's see, that's got a longer stem. Yeah, we'll place one under the bow. Let's just lift it up more. Oh my goodness, that made me jump. Hi, hon.
Hello.
Right. So, my coffee maker. So that's like so. I'm not going to use those last two. I don't need them. So I've just placed them under and around for that wispiness. I've got plastic up. These I would like to place around here because I want to cover that gap there, and then there's one, if Molly allows me to, there's one here, a gap. So I'd like to bring that there as well to just cover that gap there. So I'm going to place one either end. With them being quite chunky, they're going to fill in that space. So if I just see where I need to place it. And I'm going to go down here. Because again, I want something coming inwards. And just bringing it just like so. I've got gap there, so I think these sea hollies may fill in that. Right, because I've got that there. Do I place one behind here and have a third? Yes. So let's see if that's got a longer stem, so we'll use that one. What are you looking at? So I'm going to place this one right behind the big calla lily here. Get through it. Well, let me get there then. Like so. Again, I will fluff up the bows. With these deco web, they stick together. Oh gosh. So I don't need that one. Because I was gonna, no I don't. Come on out my way. Oh gosh. Let's just see if we get them fluffed. Again, bring them all up. bring that back. Right, let's get, I knew I had one here. I'm going to bring these, some of these in as depth, but I've got our lavender. I don't want to place too many of these in. I've got a lot here, but I don't want to place them all in. I shouldn't entice him, should I? I'm just as bad. So I'm gonna just, you know, some. And when I'm placing these ones, I'm not placing them where they are flat out here. I'm bringing them inwards, like so. So it's making it look fuller. So by leaving them out flat, like here to the side, sometimes, I mean, you can, depending on what you want your arrangement to look like. But on this, because I've got the big fluffy morning glory and things, I want to just slightly bring these out so it looks like these are growing towards you instead of towards me, so to speak. So I'm placing it in, and then I'm just slightly, if I can just turn it, because I can't see what I've hit. Let me just cut that. I'm going to go like so, and then just bend it so it's coming, as you can see, outwards. I'm going to do that around, you know, just around the wreath. Just bring it out for that volume. And again, I'm not counting on how many of these I'm having. These are just, I'm going to use these like little filler, but long filler and decoration. And I'm going to bring some around the back, behind the bow. Bring one down here at the bottom. With our morning glory. I mean, you can have some around it as well, you know, down the bottom. You haven't got to have them all around the centre. You can bring some around the back. You know, let's get a few around the back as well to give off a different, you know, something nice at the back so you can see it at the back as well. I may end up using all these guys. Bring one round here at the back. Again, just try to remember all different areas if you're going to do something like this. You know, bring some around the back as well as around the centre or the midsection to also give it that nice look of volume, and that the flower is also growing in different areas. I'm going to bring one in the centre, so let me just turn so I can go down here. Let's get another one going around there. I may put these last 3 in the centre, just as a small cluster. Again, midsection. Let's cut this one a little shorter. Mid, or inner section, midsection and outer section, if you want to do something like this, and place in a few little wispy bits. So we've got a little cluster there together as well. So we've got it like that. So I'm going to now use some of these erygniums, and I'm going to place these around where I can see some gaps. Just the odd one. I can also get, if I wish, like I've got the tarragon here, I can use that to fill in the odd spaces as well that you need. Go behind and just leave it like so, so you can still see it, it's not hiding. And I'll bring one, let's have a look. So I've got one there, and I'm going to bring one around here. Let's just give it an angle. Let's lift up our leaves to find a nice spot. See, that one's a bit too long, so we're going to have to cut that one shorter. Oh gosh, it starts setting as soon as you place it in. So let's try that again. That's better. See, I can see a few spaces under there, so I could either use this little leaf that I've got here to cover that. So let's use that. Take this glue off. Yeah. So again, if you've got this little leaf that's come off of something you've used, use it. And then I'm going to place one there as well. So I'm going to take that leaf off, I think. Just tidy up and cut that prong up and place that there, because there's a little bit of a empty bit here. It's bold, as I say, it's a bold patch where there's something should be there but it's not. So here, so if I place that there, then you'll see that that bold patch is now filled. So now that is where I've got to place something just to fill it in. Like so. I can bend the head slightly forward. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so I've got a bit of one leaf left, so I'll use a pick and place that in there. And we'll use this and I'll bring it out. just to fill in. So let me just have a look. Right, so that needs to turn back round there. And just try and bring these morning glory down slightly, just by bending the main stem up near the top of the wreath where I placed it in. And bring this down. Again, I didn't want it too far down. Let's show that one through. Fluff our bow up. Right, the tarragon, because I can see there's still the odd bit. Right, with the tarragon, my cat lets me get to it. I still have got this piece of willow. I can see a gap there. Yes, that's the one we need to fill. There's a gap at the back here. So you've got your willow here and your willow here. There's nothing here. So it's going around and then it drops in, comes back out. So hence the reason when you stand afar, you'll see that roundness in, back out and under. Now it's this, we need to get that full. Now me by adding another piece of willow at the back, carries that circle around your edge or your border line or whatever you may want to, you know, your boundary. Because I've cut the boundary, I've placed my boundary, but then I've stopped here and then gone in, and I need to carry it on. So this needs to be going basically in and around here to carry this boundary on from where it should be. So let me just turn it around. Right, so now because of that, it's got no floral around there. So let's use again our morning glory, and I'm going to use one where it will come out here. But then I've looked there, I'm going to take two pieces off, guys. I'm going to be left with the long piece. I've just seen. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you chewing, should I say? So I'm going to place that there. There's one there where our boundary dipped in, and I've placed this willow. And then here, again, it's doing the same thing there when I looked back. So I've got another piece of morning glory what I'm going to let hang straight down, but in that space there. So then that's going to fill that. Look how we had it going down. So let's get this piece in. And this is what you do, you know, you can do by just standing back, having a quick look. And if you haven't got any pets, great. If you have, good luck. Molly, let me pull that back out. That's not in right position. Can you just move for mummy? Move for mummy a minute. So it's there. So let's get that one in first, being at the bottom. I need to move. So you've got the colour then going down to the bottom area. So then now with this one, I will do exactly the same. Let me take that off. And just cut that little bit off. Now this one's it here. Just to bring that colour again around the side. There's that. I need, see, when I stand back I can see it. I need a fern right there. Oh my goodness, I can't. Yeah. So I'm just going to place this in, guys, where I've just placed that morning glory as well. It's just a little bit of a gap. There we have it. Now that has filled up, made it look more fuller. So that is our project for today. I'm not going to place any tarragon in, because if I place tarragon in, it's just not going to add any interest, in my opinion. It's just going to make it look, because it's fluffy and that, it's just going to clutter it, so to speak, make it look more, you know, cluttered. So I'm going to leave it as it is. So I'll place a rubber band around these. So if you, again guys, if you've come up with a name for this arrangement, I will drop us a comment, and then when I put it on my business page, I will put it in the name that you have chosen. I will pick out the name that I think's the best, and then once you've done that, well, and I'm sure that all the names will be the best. But what I will do, I will more than likely place them in a hat, ask my one of my family members to pick one out of the hat, and then that name that comes out, this will be named on my business page, because I will be selling this. So this will be named by the choice of somebody who has dropped us a comment and gave it a name. So if you name it the purple blush, I don't know, for example, I mean, that's just something I've just come off the top of my head, and I pick that out, then on my business page, what will be for sale, it will be called the purple blush. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. So again, drop us a quick comment, send us a love art, let us know what you think, and also drop us a name of the name that you think you would like it to be called, and I will be selling it with the title of the name that comes out of the bag, or the hat, so to speak. So then you will be naming my product. Lovely, saves me a job. So please subscribe, share and like, guys, to the world, to everybody who you know, and thank you for all your lovely comments anyway. I won't be here tomorrow because Friday is my busiest day. I have got some hanging baskets to start to do some more, and I know I replied to David that the wicker wreath, that is from a customer who has ordered the hanging baskets, wants the wicker wreath in the same colours and flowers that I've done her hanging baskets in, and a gentleman, David from Ohio, would like to see me do the wicker wreath in the colours and the flowers that I've already got in the hanging baskets, which I said I would. So I'll probably leave that till Monday, so then I can do that on a Monday, because I have had an order of delivery and it's sat down there, so I've got to go through all of that. So if everything is in there for the wreath, for the wicker wreath, then I will do that Monday. The wicker wreath is quite big, chunky. It's waiting for the customer's flowers, which, like I say, should be in that order. So it's 40 centimeters wide across, and it's white, and it is really chunky, guys, really chunky, and it's very weighty. And I may order some more of these where I got them from. So I'm really happy with this for the price as well. I got 2 for a good price, a good deal, so I may order some more. So again, if her flowers are in that box, then we will do this Monday, David. So let's hope, fingers crossed. If not, I'll be chasing where the flowers are. So that is for an order. So again, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, guys. And again, I won't be here tomorrow because I am extremely busy on Fridays. And I've got a lot of things to do, as well as things in my own house and invoices, and make sure the orders are all sorted. And things like that. You know what I mean, guys. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. And please drop us a comment on what you think it should be called. So have a wonderful weekend, guys. Take care of yourselves. Good health. God bless. And I love you all. And I will do a close-up. And thank you so much for all you new subscribers for joining my channel. I look forward to hearing from you in your comments. So, bye for now, gals. And I love you lots. God bless. Bye. Right then, let's have a look. Yes, I've turned it around. I turn, you know that button on your camera where it says you can face it towards yourself? I pressed that accidentally. So sorry. Oh, I've got that on my cable. Right, there's the bow, guys, where it got the darker purple deco web and then the lilac and then the purple ribbon there with our Real Touch calla lilies, the purple and white ones, and then our erygniums or sea holly, as you may know. Then our lavenders here, and then our morning glory. Look at the colour of those. Then our fern with the little purple pods on as well. And then our astilbe, where we've got the lilac, the seeded astilbe, and then the purple. And then we've got our little calla lilies also. And then our lamb's ear, our willow. And then these, well, I'm sure, I thought there was orchids, but there may be lilies actually, wild lilies. So that is our arrangement today. And again, I hope you have fun watching, and I hope you give it a try. And again, please drop us a comment on what you think she should be called. All the best, guys. Take care. Bye for now. Have a great weekend. Bye.